Here comes Peter Cottontail, hopping down the bunny trail. Hippity hoppity, Easter's on its way. And it has arrived, everybody. How you doing, folks? Happy Easter to you all. I hope the Easter Bunny found you and left you tons of goodies. He did left me some few goodies. He left me a couple of games this year. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze and Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. And open up this little container here and some chocolate Easter eggs. I'll close them up now. I'll probably have one before I head downstairs. Normally I give one game for Easter, but my mom decided that I should get two this year, and so I did. And whatever two games I get for Christmas this coming December will probably be my last ones, because there's not too many Switch 1 games now, and that the Switch 2 is out and has more games there, and they'll be doing more Switch 2 games compared to this one. So I'm just gonna go over here, set the camera at the bookcase here. There we go. Hi. Can you see me? Of course you can. You are watching this video after all. So another Easter has come and gone for another year, and I want to talk about how my day went as far as spending time with family and all that stuff. But when I was growing up, myself and my two sisters, Christina and Trish, we always had chocolate bunnies and that each and every year for Easter. And that tradition with the chocolate eggs and chocolate rabbits kind of continues on as they have their own families now, which is great. Also when I was growing up, we also had Easter egg hunts and all that stuff too. When I was a little older, and stuff like that. But now we pass on that Easter egg hunt tradition to the next generation. With my 4 nephews and 2 nieces, and some of them have significant others, like girlfriends and boyfriends there too. Unfortunately, we didn't have an Easter egg hunt this year because for one, the weather outside was not very nice. Old Man Winter decided to launch another dirty trick on us on this Easter Sunday with snow, ice pellets, freezing rain, and rain. And I know it's not very nice, but we do need a precipitation though, mind you, because we here in New Brunswick, we've been experiencing low precipitation. This past winter gone by now, as more snow hit like Nova Scotia and Newfoundland and other places, and that's kind of concerning as of now. And we're still dealing with serious drought as well. So hopefully, this snow that we had gotten this past week is going to help, maybe, but we still need more precipitation, nonetheless. No Easter egg hunt this year on account of the weather, and other than that, because we didn't have almost a whole gang this year to take part. For example, like my sister Trish and her husband Justin and my niece Erin, they just came back from Fredericton today, as my niece Erin is part of the Blackville School high school varsity volleyball team, and they had a tournament over there in Fredericton over the last couple of days. I think they had one Friday night, I believe, and then they had 2 yesterday, and then one today. But unfortunately, they didn't make the playoff picture, and therefore their time at the tournament was done. So, but yeah, they made it home in time for Easter supper. We had our own Easter supper here at the house today. We'll talk more about that in a little bit. But yeah, yeah, we almost had the entire gang. Like I said, it was myself, my mom and dad, uh, my sister Christina, her husband Phil, my nephew Connor, um, my nephew Patrick and his girlfriend Michelle, um, my niece Georgia and her boyfriend Ryder. They all came home from their respective places um, on Good Friday when it was also storming. But well, Georgia and her boyfriend and Patrick and her and his girlfriend made it home on Friday. Patrick and his girlfriend on Friday morning. Georgia and her boyfriend on Friday afternoon, and Connor made it home yesterday. As he just got home from his trip, he took a trip down south with his buddies from Labrador from his university days, who we call the Lab Boys. Um, so it was nice to see Connor. Yeah, and yes, even Connor's dog Blue is also part of the family, so he was also here today for the feast, which was great. Let me see. And I mentioned my sister Trish and my niece Erin. My nephew Brady was also here today as well. He stayed with Christina and Phil, and Connor and Georgia and Patrick and their significant others, while Trish, Aaron, and Justin were away over in Fredericton. So, but it was nice to see him today. So, missing in action, but here in spirit. Connor's girlfriend Laurence would have loved to be here, but of course she couldn't make it. And of course my nephew Noah and his wife Victoria, who lives next door to Mom and Dad and I, they're away in Cape Breton this Easter long weekend, celebrating Easter with Victoria's family, and they'll be back here on the Miramichi tomorrow, possibly sometime later in the day or early evening, because it takes about possibly 6 hours to get from here to Cape Breton and back. So that was just awesome. But we're looking after their 3 cats while they were away. So they left to go to Cape Breton after work on Thursday, and they made it there just in time when that Good Friday storm hit on Friday, and they've been there ever since. So, but like I said, they'll be home tomorrow sometime. We'll have leftovers for them anyway. We always have leftovers the day after Easter anyway. So, and of course, I'm not a big fan of the food, and I just had a couple of rolls for my Easter supper. Also missing in action was my brother-in-law Justin. He had a family emergency on his side of the family. And I don't want to talk too much about that, but yeah, it's tough, when you have a family emergency on your side of the family at Easter and any holiday for that matter, and it's tough. So yeah, we had lots of food. We had ham, turkey, rolls I just mentioned, and potatoes, carrots. The traditional Easter feast. Like we always have at Christmas time as well. And desserts, oh my, there were really, really good desserts. I have all the pics of all the food and all that stuff. I'll be posting some Easter pictures on my Facebook and X, formerly known as Twitter, Instagram, and my Fred's accounts, so you can take a look at those after you watch this video, of course. But yeah, it was a great Easter all in all, despite the weather. But I mean, you can't control Mother Nature. That's just the way it is. But anyways, that's the way Easter went for me this year. Of course, now tomorrow is Easter Monday. Now it is a holiday for countries in the Commonwealth, like here in Canada and in the United Kingdom, and the other countries in the Commonwealth. Unfortunately, Easter Monday is not a holiday in the U.S. and the rest of the world, so it'll be just business as usual tomorrow after the long weekend the rest of the world had over there. And I believe there's also an Easter Tuesday in Tanzania and I think Australia or Austria. I'm not too sure, but I'll be talking more about those tomorrow in an after Easter vlog when we'll talk about Easter Monday and other stuff leading to the week after Easter and stuff like that. So keep an eye out for those. So anyway, I hope you and your family and friends had a wonderful and safe Easter. From my family to yours, happy Easter, and I'll talk to you tomorrow, or you'll watch me tomorrow when I talk about Easter Monday and Easter Tuesday. Until then, happy Easter, everybody.